You need to allow me to show my video.
Show video.
Yeah, because they said you have disallowed me to.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. Mm.
Hello.
Hi.
So, hello, Janet. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. So I hope you all had dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. Today is a special day for me because it's my mom's 81st birthday. Okay, great.
Oh. So you all have celebrated just now.
Yes. Yeah. We went for a celebration. Yeah. Okay, wait. There's some noise over here. I need to quieten down my.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So tonight we
Mm.
have I'm Jasline. Okay,
Mm.
and also privileged to have Janet with us. And this is the start of our Mom to Mom series. Okay. So for those who are online right now, I hope you can share this link to as many friends as possible who are parents. No, really, this is going to help everyone, and I know that parenting journey is long, okay, and we need little nuggets of wisdom, from everywhere, so I hope you can share as many people you can. And yeah, anyway, this is Christmas, so we need to share, right? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why we created this very Christmassy theme in our background.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yes, I mean this is such a wonderful weekend to begin our discussion on parenting. At the end of the year, typically, we would like to wrap up things, and then we start to think about what we have done for the whole year. 2020 was really a very eventful year for most of us. Yeah, if not all of us. And a lot of things have impacted, especially on the educational front. And I'm sure a lot of parents have gone through a lot of new experiences trying to cope
Oh
with
yes.
home-based learning and all that.
Yes,
So I
definitely.
really feel, when we were talking about, what topics to go on, I feel that, yeah, this is a topic dear to the hearts of many parents, and therefore, it'll be such interesting and timely topic for us to bring this up, especially at this time of the year before we step into 2021.
Yes,
And
we also need to applaud all the parents out here who have come so far.
yeah, give yourself a pat on the back that
Yes.
yeah, we have actually breezed through 2020, almost. Yeah, and this is the best part of the year typically for me and my family, because we are winding down. For me as a teacher, yeah, it's school holiday for me with working at with the preschoolers, and for my family is really, son is after exams. So yes, it's a time for me to relax, and husband
Wow.
is clearing leave. And so
Mm.
yes, we really enjoy the year end. Yeah.
Yes.
How about you, Jaslyn? How's your family typically, celebrating during the end of the year?
Okay, we are not Christians, okay, but we actually spend more time with our children because of school holidays. Like yesterday, we went out for dinner. We walk along the city to see the lights. That's, to me, it has been a tradition. From young, we'll bring them to the city to see the lights because it's very special. With all the beautiful lightings. Of course, this year is a bit quiet. But I feel that no matter how old that our children are, we should spend this festive time with them, whether you are Christian or non-Christian. Okay. So we have we have a lot of friends over here already.
Oh,
Okay. So can you
excellent.
give us some hugs and some, likes, because I think this
Sure.
really keep us going and encourage us to actually share more. Okay. And there'll be really good stuff for you all at the end of this Facebook Live. So I hope you all can stay throughout. Okay. And we haven't started, so those who are here, please share with your friends so that they know that this is a great opportunity for parents to come here and we can ask questions. We'll be sure to answer them. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. A shout out to all my audience also, who's following me. Yes, do stay tuned right to the end. I think we're going to keep it quite short. I think about half an hour or so. Yeah.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say that you need to take copious notes of everything, but
Mm.
enjoy the discussion that Jaslyn and I will be having, on parenting styles and how it impacts the relationship that you have with your children. Yeah, and at the end of which we will announce how you will be gifted something special that's related to today's topic.
Okay, for those who are here, maybe you could just type in the age of your children. You know, you have two children like 8 or 10, you know, you can type it down so we actually know how old is your children, you know. So I think this is at least, you know, we know that we are what kind of audience that we have here, then what kind of topic that we can actually tell you so that more customized to you, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi Lillian. Hi, Mom Touch. Yeah, I saw your logging in, tuning in to this live as well. Yeah. You have a good time now. Had a nice dinner.
Yes. Okay. So maybe we could share the slides, huh? Okay. Come.
Hi Lillian. Hi, Mom Touch. Yeah, I saw.
Okay. So let's go to so today our topic is parenting styles and how it impacts on relationship. Okay. Yes. And okay, go to the next one.
Okay, great.
Okay, so this is a beautiful picture, you know. So this is what we all aim for as parents, right? Has a happy family, happy children, right? Okay, so I'm going to introduce Janet. Okay, so that's why I say I'm very privileged to have her with us on this mom to mom series talk, because she is so experienced. Okay, so thankful to her. She's actually having this experience in MOE right now. Okay, she's a reading and literacy specialist. Okay, and what I really admire her is that she really has the patience, you know. Actually, she actually specialized in teaching children that has reading difficulties. Okay, and she actually coaches them and to read better. And I think that really requires a lot of skills and a lot of patience, and I really applaud her for that. Okay, and so she will share what she know that how can help children that have this you know, when there's chance, no, she can share with us. Okay, and she's also educator, tutor, you know, and she's so experienced. She's even an NLP master practitioner, okay, certified teacher. Wow, so much of credentials, you know. So please find her in LinkedIn. Okay, you can go to LinkedIn and just search Janet Law Siu Po. Okay, you can find her, can see all her credentials out there. Okay, and connect with her. Right. Okay, so I'm also going to give a little more introduction. You know, actually she's actually a personal experiences. Okay, so I was actually moved by her story. Okay, because she actually I was a tiger. Okay, I'm mom, or okay, I'm also currently a tiger mom. Okay, but I also changed, you know, especially when our children are growing up. So for her, she actually really wanted to nurture the son. Okay, and she really become a tiger mom. Okay, but because of the change that she see that her child doesn't really like the way of she parent. Okay, she actually changes and she became like a playmate to her son, right, as she describes. And then that's when I see that really parents, we need to keep reinventing ourselves, and then we see what we can to help our child grow better. So that's why I admire most about her, right? She has worked with over 300 children. Okay, and then I've said, you know, she actually helped them to master very basic reading skill that is so important in our education right now, right? So now she's also actually helping MOE, you know, even developing the STARS framework, you know, so that children can actually be happy to learn in a very happy way. So that's why she has all the credentials as a mom, you know, as a reading specialist. So happy. So maybe you could tell a little bit more about yourself that I don't know.
Okay, thank you very much for that kind introduction, Jasline. Yes, I have been through this journey myself, being a tiger mom, when I finally have my one and only child. Back some like. Should I review my age?
No.
24 years ago. So yes, so eventually, you know, I was like, you know, driving my son so hard, you know, drilling him with to prepare him actually for school. So and so much so that he actually developed psychosomatic symptoms, manifesting a tummy ache. Yeah, and then that's when we brought him to the doctor, and it was confirmed. And my husband came back and said, you know, you want to choose between having a son or a scholar. And before I could answer him, he said, wow, I've chosen for you, you know, you just have a son. And so your job henceforth is to just play with him, and you will be totally off from his academic sight, and that's why I closed an eye and eventually closed two eyes. And I saw, oh, horror, my son's grade really fell, and from A class and dropped to B class, and then went through the PSLE and O levels. And but all this while I actually started to play with him. Not that I didn't play with him previously, but my focus was a lot on reading as well and preparing him for the school. So, and then, but after that incident, I really started to be his playmate, playing Pokemon, playing Blade, Power Rangers, and all that. And truly, up to today, we make such a deep connection that my son is 24 now. He's doing his final year in
Wow.
university. Yeah, and she really treats me as a friend, a buddy, and we always go out to try cafe hopping. We will go shopping together, and he will discuss with me, on certain things that affect his life. And it was like to the envy of many of my friends and my relatives, and so much that they asked me, hey, how do you do it? So I tell them, hey, it's not something that is the magical switch and then you can straight away have this kind of relationship. It takes time to actually nurture and cultivate that kind of deep bond and connection with your child. That is why Jasline and myself feel so passionate about, trying to empower parents, especially now, to actually be able to build that connection with your child as young as possible. And I am trying to focus on the preschoolers before school. And Jasline, she is, later I'll introduce her. She is more of when your child goes to school, primary school, upper primary school, and secondary school, and that's where she comes in. Her strength comes in.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you tell us more about this slide? I think it's really nice.
Oh yes. Okay. So right now, after working with children directly for so many years, 15 years already. Yeah. And now I'm actually in the process of putting forth all my 武林秘籍, you call it.
Oh,
So the
okay.
pugilistic
Your
manual
secret
that I've
method.
developed all my strategies and all over the years, and especially the last 6 years working with MOE. So I've come out with 3 simple step systems where I want to deliver to the world, and especially reach out to all the parents and even some of the preschool teachers, how you can enrich, engage, and enlighten a child to move from the journey of learning to read to become reading to learn. And actually we try to enrich them by developing their knowledge, so that, in terms of language development, you try to let them grow in their skills. Then you find methods of making the process very interesting so that you can engage them, delight the children. And as a result of that, the children actually get enlightened to fall in love with reading. And then once they find the true value of reading, they also will fall in love with learning. And that's the whole purpose of it. We want to be a lifelong learner. Especially now with COVID, we realize that, we will just have to learn nonstop, on and on, in order to pivot and be resilient and to be able to cope with the real world, right?
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much. Yes, I think it's so clear that what actually you can help everyone out here.
And because of these 3 secret strategies that I've been using to work with children, you actually can see that over the years, the children whom I work with, they actually start writing me love notes, of, like teacher Janet, I will miss you if you leave school. Like if Justin show you the next slide, you can actually see some samples of those love notes that the children have written to me. So it will be like, I wish teacher Janet will never leave the school. And sometimes they even accidentally call me mommy because they endear so much with me throughout the year that I was working with them. So I really find this job very, very gratifying. And that's what actually brought me to this aha moment that why not I empower the parents to do that, and the parents will be the one who get all these love notes. How nice would it be? Can you imagine your child giving you such love notes during a Mother's Day or end of the year to say that, mommy, I love you so much. I wish that, I can always continue reading with you, or I wish that you can always read stories to me and all that. So that was the one of the primary motives or factor that really drives me to start on this new journey that I'm embarking now, to bring across my knowledge and expertise to the world. Yeah.
Yes,
Mm,
that's right. So
yes.
I think I always said that reading is the best gift that you can give to your child, because
Exactly.
it
Yeah.
starts from the parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as my husband and I always talk about parenting, and then one of the key things that I always remember him saying is that, there are two gifts that you can give to your child. And one of them is in terms of education, and reading is part of the whole journey of
Mm.
educating, so that the child actually is equipped to become a lifelong learner. The second thing, the gift you can give to children, is you yourself as parents. Try to be as healthy as possible, so that you will not be a burden to your child in future.
Mm.
Yeah, so that actually strike a deep chord with me. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm.
So can we give Janet some hugs and some likes? Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Mm.
Okay.
All
So
right.
yeah, something about me.
Yes. So let me introduce our tactical parenting strategies, Jasline Look, Yeah, Jasline, you'll be amazed to hear her story. Yeah, she actually parented and nurtured two very, very bright children. Yeah, and both of them are doing so well, in terms of being like, gifted, go attending Hua Chong, and really getting the scholarship, the A student. So if you ever want to know how you can help your children along that journey later part in the academic pursuit, then Jasline is the one that you may want to reach out to. And Jasline herself has been through, even though her children are actually quite bright, but along the way, you and I, every one of us, in our journey of parenting, we will face a few hard knocks here and there.
Yes.
So Jasline
Yes,
is,
I'm going to
yeah, no
share with
different.
you. Yes, is that
Mm.
it was because of my son. Okay, he is actually bright, but my son is actually doesn't like to learn when he's young. So to me, it's a very big headache, because my daughter is a high achiever. She is a gifted child, but my son hates learning, and I'm very very troubled, because to me, I feel as a parent, if I can't get him even to read books, write words, and words, how to score, right? So that was my problem. And throughout, and he has also had a behavior problem. So for parents out there who are actually having boys, who are active, I exactly know how you feel. Like what I put in the slide is, I know the behavior issue you have to control, right? But the school thing you also have to control. It became a very I was very distressed then, because my child will get into problems in school. I have to go to the school. I say sorry to the to the parents. It was a chaotic situation. I was also working then, so I can say that why I want to write this slide is because I can feel you as a parent. It's not it's really a journey, and I want to tell you the things that I've done wrong, so that you don't walk the wrong path that I've done. Okay, and what is right, because I've seen counselors, I've seen psychologists, about my son's condition. But luckily, he turned out to be, with strategies that I learned from everywhere, you know, and my tried and tested method. He actually turned out like what Janet said. He actually did well in PSLE. He's in Hwa Chong, and now until now he's a teenager. But we have so much of a love language between us. We still hold hands together. And we feel that this is something I wish that, like me and Janet, were so passionate about telling parents that you can have a journey that you want to be happy parents to happy children, because you deserve it and your children deserve it as well, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. Justin and I, whenever we jump on calls, whether video calls or WhatsApp, calls, we will typically be talking about some parenting issues, and then she might be telling me, do you know that these days parents can be like that, like that. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, to me, in my years of working with children, I come across parents that she come across. So it's not something that is just a one-off thing. In fact, it happens to most of the parents. Yeah, we will kind of encounter certain things, although I do not encounter behavioral issues with my son, but it was like, yeah, once my hands were off as a tiger mom, then the grades start falling, right? Then you feel so guilty, you know. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
like failure like that.
yeah, it's like, am I the one? Am I the one? You know,
Yeah,
causing
why I
this.
never help him, is it?
Yeah. So I believe a lot of parents can share this feeling. It's like, you know, how much to get involved and how much to let go. So it's like, well, really the whole roller coaster journey. And you know, when the results of PSLE were out, I remember I cried for 2 days. My goodness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
and then
Janet, okay, I'm gonna share that, you know, for parents out there who are afraid of the PSLE, right? Okay, this is really, you know, I help a lot of parents to overcome this fear. Okay, so what I do is I also have motivate, mission, and moves. Okay, so I encourage parents, right? They are the beacon of light for their children, and they are the key factor for the children to unleash the potential. This is what I feel most. My mission is actually want to help parents, right, to find a way to become happy parents to happy children, right? So me and Janet are all willing to actually help parents out here. Okay, moves. Okay, I feel that whatever we learn, we need to action, right? So for me, I'm a tactical parenting strategist. I would go for the move, okay, where we give direction and the strategies so that parents can know what to do and not go like what I said, you know, I've done the wrong things before and all. So I do not want parents to do the wrong things. So that's why I say it's important the direction is clear, strategy is clear. Okay, for every single child is all different. So that's why I say I motivate, I have a mission to help parents, and I will direct and give the strategies, right?
yes, wow, pretty motivate, mission, and moves. Yeah,
Yes.
so good. Yeah, so you can actually reach out to Jasline on Facebook. Yeah, and by the way, Jasline just started a YouTube channel. Yeah, so do go and look out for her YouTube channel. And Jasline has got lots and lots of tips to share with you on her YouTube channel. You know, when with her experience of not only working with her own children as well as, you know, new clients that come to her. Yeah, thereafter. Yeah.
Okay,
So
Janet. Yeah, please keep all the thumbs up going and all the hearts. Okay. So something about myself. I'm actually an international speaker as well. So I actually shared with international speakers like, you know, Mr. Atu from India. Okay. Actually, we had webinars on how to cope with stress at home because children are at home then. So we actually got really a lot of viewers. And also for the recent Thrive last month, actually I actually was on this platform with Nick. Okay. And I was so privileged to be part of it to actually the topic is actually to help children build resilience, which is in this economy is very important. How to build resilience in your child. So a lot of thousands of parents have already heard my speeches, and I motivate the parents and help them to strategize to help their children attain academic success. Okay. Yeah.
wow, with Nick Vujicic. Ooh,
Oh, he's
amazing.
also an amazing guy, right?
Yeah.
I also read his books and I bought the books for my children as well. So it's
Yeah.
very, very, very amazing.
See how important reading is, right?
Yeah, correct. That's right. Yes. So to me, I have a holistic approach to child's academics, you know, because there's so many different reasons why a child did not do well. So what I do is I do a holistic approach to understand the child better. And I one of the few key factors is the parents, right? And also the child's confidence level and knowing his strengths and weaknesses is all very important. So this is the few things that I will work on with the child and the parent. Okay. So for me, I also teach classrooms and I teach Zoom. Actually, my this parenting class called 10 times your child's performance in 2021 is actually to embark on this goal setting, you know, journey with the parent and the child together. They align their goals so that they can have a better academic results in 2021. So it was a fantastic, you know, working with parents who really want to help their children as well as people who are on Zoom as well, right? So children also are involved and they find that there are a lot of things that is covered during the course. So it's very exciting. Yeah.
Wow,
So
interesting. Yeah, that you are actually be able to work with your child at this time, especially when everybody is actually jumping on to the technology part. So as parents, I also know that quite a lot of them may have the fear of technology or, you know, whatever. So actually this is a fantastic time for you to actually seek help from your children.
To say, I don't know how to do
it's not
this.
always
Can you
top
help
down,
me?
you know, from you
Yes,
to
yes,
your
yes.
child, but then you can turn it around and then, hey, this is the time where your child can actually come into to work
Yes,
with you.
that's right. That's right. Correct. So Zoom sessions are also fantastic sessions where because of the people do not need to travel, and then it's safer as well. So I've from these classes, then I have testimonials that from parents that also embark me on the coaching sessions because the children are going to go for PSLE next year. So I'm able to help them better, whether it's the parents who needs organization. Some parents are really clueless how they can help the children better, right? The papers are everywhere, they do not know what is the important thing, whether they need to study primary 4 or primary 5 science. It's like chaotic situation. So I'm there to coach them. So Shimei is one of my very good parent. She really wants to help the children, and she's very motivated. And she, after coming from my course, she actually asked me to be her coach as well as the children's coach, right? So this is some of the testimonials. Yeah. And so now we can go for our topic right now, okay? Yeah. So I think we should change our virtual background.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
it's so cute. The two of us even coordinate to the extent that we say, hey, why don't we make use of our virtual background, as part of our Zoom session with you, so that we don't have to keep switching on to the slides. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Janet is really fantastic. She taught me all this.
We learn from each other. We are lifelong learner. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about parenting styles is maybe Janet can share with us a little bit history about the parenting styles.
Yeah, for me, as I mentioned earlier, I was really the tiger mom. So I think it falls under that. Okay, look at this. Yeah, I'm a shift. Yeah, authoritarian. It's more of the authoritarian style where you actually, kind of like everything is very strict. You are very, very strict, or you have high expectation of your child, because I myself, I am a perfectionist. I was like, now
Yes.
I'm mellowed down a bit. I was a perfectionist. Yeah, and then I was, because of my own background. Yeah, I feel that being the third girl in the Asian family, that traditional value boys over girls. So I tried very hard. I fought for attention of my parents, the love of acceptance of my parents. So I worked very, very hard in my academic journey. So I kind of like enjoy the successes in my career, and then I feel that, oh, maybe my child should also do well, so that he can have a good life, successful life. That was my definition then of success. Yeah, so that's why non-stop of hot housing and all that. But the perils is, yeah, psychosomatic symptoms. And then after that, I let go. And you can say that, oh, am I really being very totally uninvolved in the scale now? So you can see that there is a shift in parenting style.
Yes.
I just keep playing. But of course, because you come from a background of being authoritarian, right? So you won't totally like switch to the extreme one. So some part of you, the expectations and all that will still be there. So that actually kind of like mediates the spectrum that you're moving. So parents don't think that, I'm actually boxed into this area where I'm permissive or authoritative It's not, okay. It's just a label developed by, I think, Borim, right? Diana Borim. He came up in the 1960s about three styles, basically. I think the authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive. And then eventually some other psychologists came up with the fourth one. And then along the way, now some others also add on to the list. There are more than 6 even. Yeah. Correct. So it's just an idea, if you may want to call it a label, but it's a category to me. It's like give you an idea, a certain mindset, or certain strategies that parents are using to work with their children.
Yeah, maybe I could add that it's not when you are authoritarian mother, right? I think you only ask the children to listen to you, right? The children cannot say anything else. Correct or not?
Kind of, because especially when the child is younger, right? Like I said, top down. So it's always, hey, you listen to me. I
do this.
It's like, you follow what I said, because I say so. No, why must I do this, mommy? Because I say so, I'm the mommy, I say so. And punishment, I also discovered that I actually stopped punishing my kids after I stopped the tiger mom behavior. In the whole life, three times only, I punish my child. Yeah, and it's actually for things that are behavior that I find that is totally unacceptable. Yeah, so like for example, he threw all his toys down from the 11th floor. So I was like, horrendous, 4 years old, he did that. Yeah, just because he wasn't happy, the grandfather was looking at. So, my style is very classic. Okay, when I discover this, okay, you don't struggle, I will pin him down. Only cane on the backside, 3 strokes only. And when I'm not angry, I do that. Then let him go and cry, and process, and I validate the emotion. Then after that, I will talk to him.
Okay, so my experience as an authoritarian mother is, I told you my son really has this he's always doing opposites of what I say. Okay, so actually to you, only mothers have this kind of children can understand. I truly, for you, you're so lucky, your son really. So I do this all the time. I will cane him, I will use the opportunity to scold, because I thought that was the way to stop his behavior. So that's when I know it was wrong, because the more you do it, they also know how to copy you, the way you say. So it's what I learned is that it's not the way to treat a child, even though he's naughty, he could be really misbehaving, but that is not the way to treat a child.
Yeah, exactly. I think this key thing that I discovered in my this 15-year journey is that parenting is a lot of being role modeling to your child. So that's why when you say they copy you, exactly what you are saying, some of the kids come to my classes and they tell other kids that, you also simple, you also don't know. Then you know that this is exactly what the child is hearing from home, yeah. So they are copying exactly what the parents are saying to their friends and their peers when they're in school. Yes.
All right. Okay. So I will share the screen. Okay, to recap what have been told so far. Okay. So we have this pair, this T zones, right? X and the Y axis, right? So authoritarian is like, you will have high demand, right? A lot of control, right? And also give punishment, and very high expectations, right? So next I'm going to talk about authoritative already.
Yeah, authoritative. Yes. Okay. So in terms of authoritative style, I'll take over. Would be that this is the type of parent they tend to be very nice. They although they have expectation of their child, they are more democratic. They are more flexible. They tend to explain the reasons behind certain rules that they actually work together, co-create the rules with the children. So but the key thing is also that you must enforce. A lot of parents, they actually have rules like, you cannot, once you break this rule, then but never enforce the rule at all. Then
or not consistent, or not
inconsistent. Then what's the point, right? Then the child will never really think that this is something that is important. Yeah, and these are the parents that they really want to see the best of their child as they grow up. Yeah, and they know, like maybe for me, I grew up with a different parenting style, and I consciously wanted to move away from that style. Initially, I made that mistake is because I thought that by driving him hard, he will have success in academic, and that's how he perform. Not because he need to win my love. I already love him. Yeah, but for me, is I need to win my parents' love. That's why I resorted to that. You see, yeah. So usually parents of this authoritative style, they will be very good at trying to think of ways to maintain a positive relationship with their child. Yeah. So in this case, typically the child will grow up feeling that they're very nurtured. The parents give them responsibility because their parents know that there are certain rules, certain standards set for you. As long as you work within the boundaries, you are safe. It's all right. So that's why these children learn responsibility to all these rules that were set up with their parents, and they are also comfortable to express their opinion. Why? Because the parents are very democratic. Yeah, although
they listen to them, right?
Yes, they have high expectation, but they understand the value of being reciprocal, that it cannot be every time it's just top down to me. Sometimes I give and take as well, and my child also give and take. So that is why they are being very flexible in terms of negotiation, discussion with your child, and then hear. So the child actually have the experience of expressing their opinion, which is very, very important. If from young you don't like your child to express their opinion, what makes you think that when they grow up, when they have to write GP essays, that they can suddenly overnight express some opinions, yeah, or some ethical dilemma causes of writing, and they suddenly, overnight, my child becomes so good at all these things. Is impossible.
Right.
Yeah, so all these things must be nurtured when the child is young.
Yeah, yes. And I totally agree with you. Yes, give all the thumbs up and hearts. I think what you said is totally true, and I can see that when children are able to express, right, they also become closer to you. That's when you build a relationship. They'll be willing to share with you their feelings, their thoughts, and what happens in the day. And I really want to share with you that a lot of children nowadays are on the gadgets, right? And this is very, very real, okay, where I know parents have this problem like connecting with the children, okay? So if you are more authoritative, right, you are able to draw something out of the child, even though they could be busy with their lives, their friends, but the connection stays, and this is so important that I want to tell every parent out here. Every moment that your child wants to speak to you, please speak to them, and don't wait for them to speak to you. Please also make the initiative, know what they're doing and what they're playing.
Communication with your child, your spouse, all this is very, very important. We cannot overemphasize this thing. Yeah, because when I work with the preschoolers, they will come and tell me, teacher Janet, this is what happened. They want to talk to you, and then you say, I got curriculum leh, I got lesson. No, then you want to hush them. Cannot, you still have to dedicate, respect the child that he wants to share something that to him is very important or to her is very important. Then you listen. Yeah. So acknowledge the child and talk to the child.
Okay. Let us recap what we have learned so that we can know everybody's listening to us. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So after this slide, right? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna shift this a bit so you can see.
Yeah.
Authoritative,
Yes.
Authoritative. Yeah.
Okay. So I got the slides already. Okay. So we actually have a recap here is authoritarian style, right? Let's say you listen to me, okay? I don't need you to know how you feel because I said so and follow what I say. So I just like this to go through the slide because you can come to the image that, are you that kind right now, or certain situations you are this kind of authoritarian? Just have an awareness, okay? And you use punishment as a discipline. So there's a fine difference between punishment and discipline, okay? So anybody wants to type something, what is punishment, and do you know what is discipline, or you say I don't know, then we can explain, okay? So this is why and we have fathers in our chat, our live.
Yes, I saw my friend KK has tuned in as well.
Fantastic.
KK is actually one of my NLP classmates, and then also a fellow Kids Read volunteer. Wow. Yes, and KK is really also one of those enlightened parents who is taking much of the authoritative approach as well. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we're also going to talk about the resultant, right? Yeah, Jenna, can you share if parents become more and more authoritarian, right? What will happen then?
Yeah, so imagine, you're always like, I'm the one, I'm the boss in the house. So eventually your child tend to close themselves up, and so there will be issues of self-esteem. And then also because you always hush them, you don't listen to them, they will feel that their opinions aren't valued at all. Yeah. So everything coop inside there, one day the volcano explode. They become very aggressive or hostile, pent up frustrations all start to come out already. Yeah. And then some of these kids may actually learn to be a liar. So in order to get through the very, very tiger mums or dads,
punishment, right? Yeah, then they try to say lies, right?
Yes, maneuver their ways out, then it becomes a habit. Goodness, yes. And a lot of the time, because of the parent style of raising them, they feel a lot of anger towards their parents. Because why? Parents never hear them out, never allow them to express their opinion, or there is never a discussion and negotiation. Yeah, so it's because listen to me because I say so. So they feel very angry, with their parents. Then when they grow up, what do you think happened? They are really estranged from their parents. There's hardly any connection between the two.
Yep. So for parents out here who are on this live, we still can go on. So please share with many friends as possible,
Yes.
and also keep all the likes and all the hearts in. Okay. So definitely for people who have been hearing this the first time. Okay. So let's avoid this authoritarian parenting.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So for authoritative, right? What I will try to say that what kind of parents will they be? The parents are the ones that put a lot of effort. Try to create and maintain a positive relationship. So let me tell you, nowadays I told you our children are always on handphone, right? So now messaging is faster than calling them. Okay. So to me, it's a lot of effort, because you need to type, right? And then even if you call, they don't pick up the phone. So to me, parents out here must make the effort, okay, into the best way to communicate to them. And then you must make dates with them, put your time schedule with them. They are very busy. So please know that, appreciate your children when they're young. When they get steps older, they will say, "Mom, I'm very busy, then you don't have a time to spend with them. So always remember, authoritative style really needs a lot of time for you to, but rest assured, you will reap the benefits, right, Janet?
Yeah, so for example, we say that, you have certain rules, right? And then you explain the reasons for the rules. So rules like, no communication device when you are having dinner together. Yeah, so this is some kind, and you have to enforce that. I'm guilty of that lah. No, it's my child. Now I'm the one that's guilty of that. Yeah. So you have this kind of rules built in together, co-create the rules together. Yeah. So as a family, and then rules like, okay, we always dine together. For me and my family, it's almost every day. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have a comfort. You establish some comfort numbers of days that you all can really sit down. Once a week, also good, better than nothing.
Correct.
So this will become the one of the pillars for you to build your connection with your child.
Yes, and one of the key things that for authoritative style is that you actually know the child's feelings, whether it's angry, disappointed, unhappy. You do know the feelings, and children love to be felt and heard and loved. So this is important. Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's go to the next one. So what's the advantage, Janet, if we are more authoritative?
So I would say from my personal experience, okay, like my own son, after I switched to become this mode already, then so from after 9 years old all the way to now 24, my child actually grew up to be a very, very responsible young man. So when he goes to the army, when he goes to OCS and all that, all his commanders and all this feel that, yeah, this young man is really a child.
A gem.
They call it a gem. Yeah. And then they tell me things like, wow, you got a son that everybody would love to have,
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And he's able to really, really care for men when he became the officer, leading the men. And even when he was younger, he always cared for younger cousins and all that. So these are all the positive behaviors that you can actually see manifested or nurtured in your child when you adopt some form of authoritative style of parenting your child instead of the authoritarian. Okay, there's a difference between the two.
So let me ask, who here wants children to be responsible adults, right? Who are very comfortable and to express their opinions, right? Oh, I want. So please type me, M-E, okay, if you want that kind of children, okay? Janet, it's really effort, and also so blessed, that, and very happy that, your son is doing so well, OCS, okay, I'll go inspire my son.
For example, today my mom's birthday, right?
Yes.
So I just need to, because of the COVID thing, we cannot come together as a big family. My brother, sister, and myself, all combined together, we will definitely be breaching the 5 people rule. So I told my sister, oh, let's have a separate celebration. And then straight away, I just need to text my son and say, son, for Ama's birthday, can you go and plan? He said, sure, no problem.
Wow.
See?
Very good. Yeah, and also
I don't have to do anything. Yeah.
correct. So my son is also amazing. You know, just 2 days ago he actually sold something, and then he actually gave me cash. Okay, because yeah, so it's he feels that we actually always dote on him, buy things for him. So he feels, hey, when I have money, I should, and I was very touched, lah. So I say, really, when we give the love and all the nurturing and the right values, your children give you 10 times back, that what you hope for. So that's why I say why we are sharing the stories is to inspire parents. I hear you may be at a point where you feel disappointed, frustrated, but we all need to learn how to be better, and we definitely can reap the benefits. Okay, like what you have seen for Jenna, that why you're inspiration. I will go inspire my son. Be an officer.
Officer, yeah. Can you imagine my son was over 100 over kg leh?
Also can be officer.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then he went into the obese group when he actually go in for BMT. I tell you,
Amazing,
my husband and I almost fell from our chair when he was selected for officer, So but now he's really tall.
Trim already, trim down.
Was slim leh.
Wow.
Now I think 80
tall,
over
handsome
only
already.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Great,
Cannot tell my son already.
Okay.
So
maybe at this point, I would like everyone to just pause a while, because what's important, sometimes we get into the daily busy lives, and then we maybe the child really is difficult, and we actually lost our direction, right? So that's why I want this to be a point where we pause and then ask ourselves what results you want as a parent. Okay,
right.
Like how would you want to feel, right? Are you want to be angry, worried, frustrated, or you want to have something better, right?
So for me, I would like parents as part of the reflection, think about it, right now, what are you doing?
You want to type something, type
what are
comment.
you doing with your child? What
Yes,
are you doing to your child? And then you project 10 years later, how would I want to be seen as doing and with my child? Then you project another 20 years, what is the kind of scenario I want to see? And then you project further 40 to 50 years. So when you are 60, 70, 80, okay, what is the kind of relationship or the typical scenario that you want to see yourself together with your child now? So by that time, your child will probably be 30, 40, 50 years old. Yeah. So when you do this is going back to see the results. What kind of results you want further down the road, and now you have to do something now. Yeah, you want the shade, you have to plant the trees.
Correct. And then please use your fingers and type something, because I feel we are all parents here watching this. We might definitely have some wants, I feel that it's important that, you share with us, and I think that's also when you set your thinking, what actually you want as a parent, right? Okay, so this is all to you. Okay, so we're going to have 2 other parenting styles that is actually quite fast. We can go over it.
I think we will cover that very quickly. Because the most of them, I think if you are tuning in, that means you're very interested in parenting. I think you probably fall along one of the 2 A's.
So permissive and uninvolved means permissive means they don't enforce rules. Like you see in the picture, the children go haywire. And then for uninvolved, okay, the father is actually looking at the TV and not caring for the child. So these are all not very recommended, right?
Okay, so basically what happens, in this permissive and uninvolved style is you typically will see the delinquents from there. You also will start to see, children struggling academically as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So because they don't know any limits, because you are so permissive, or you are
anything,
Yeah.
50 also can, 60 also can, never mind.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can straight away see the repercussion. What kind of style you adopt, how it impacts the relationship with your child, and then how it impacts how your child start to grow up to become. So
uninvolved style. I love this picture, okay. How many of us are like that? Like we see
once in a while.
Children say what? I don't know. It really my daughter was very angry, Ma, are you gonna see your handphone? Are you gonna talk to me? So but these are really, really true cases where we need to.
Son also say that to me, sometimes.
Same.
Mommy.
Yeah.
What are are you doing?
So we all have to. So when we talk about this, it's definitely I know that some parents are really working very hard to make ends meet. So they totally do not know. Totally do not know what the child is doing. Whether the grades is 50 or 60, they don't even know. Okay, so that's the uninvolved style. Okay,
Correct.
so the resultant is poor behavior and struggling with academics. Right.
Yes.
So in summary, is that we all want to be better parents, right? So authoritative is the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, there's different scenarios, right? Sometimes we could be different styles as well.
Yeah, like what I say is kind of like a spectrum. Don't actually pigeonhole yourself into one type and say, oh, this is it, I'm like that. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So most one thing is we must make a very positive relationship with your child. If you are do a check on yourself. Later we're going to tell you.
Yes, we're going to discuss that.
So most important thing is I think the worst outcome we want to see is like Janet, like criminal behavior, right? Like
yes. Wow, imagine that if I don't discipline my child, throwing those toys, next time he will be
Killer
litter. Yeah, that's why to me it's so important. I need to discipline him on this aspect.
And I think right now a lot of children are also having these depressions, like they are, because they don't have the feelings being taken out, they are nobody to share to. So and then this is also the cause of depression as well, antisocial, low resilience. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people say, hey, ask me then, so how to be one? What are the simple ways, because tonight we're going to see simple ways only, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So three ways, okay, tonight.
Three simple tips tonight. Yeah.
So number one is what? Validate your child's emotions, right? Validate means what? Yeah, the word validate, right? So they say, okay, what do you mean? So actually check on the child's emotion today. Maybe the child is like, I'm happy looking today. You can say, hey, I think you don't feel very, something is wrong with you. Can you tell me how you feel today? What happened? So that's validating.
Yeah. Instead, like some parents are very sheepish about it,
or avoid,
I think something is wrong, but
yeah,
try not to go and ask the child. I think this is definitely not encouraged at all. It should be the opposite. Yeah. Or some of the parents will see that, maybe when your child when he's young is crying, they will say, you are a boy, you're not supposed to cry.
So one important part is also acknowledge the feeling, don't dispense it, and then you talk further, right? Okay. So second one will be listen to your child, like when your child, like what Jen has said, when they want to come to you or they have a problem, do you put down your things or you still say, oh, maybe come to me later, let's all listen.
Even when my son is 23 years old last year, when he tell me, Mom, are you free? Whenever my son asks me this question, Mom, are you free? I straight away throw everything. Even though I'm very, very busy, I could be writing my dissertation, I will throw down everything. Yes, 100% focus on what he wants to share with me, because it must be something that he feels is very important, that he want to seek your opinion, or he need to really talk it out. Yeah, he's probably some worries.
And be thankful that he comes to you, and not like to other people or who has bad influence or have not as good character, or that's when children gets into bad company, because their parents don't listen to them, and then their friends give bad advice to them, right? So this is important. So establish clear rules is also important. Giving children need boundaries, right? And then they need really rules to keep them in check, because they are children, right? So we need to give them rules.
True. Okay, so just now we briefly mentioned about some of the rules are really important, and you must explain why these kind of rules. Otherwise the children don't understand, because to you it might be common sense. What to you is common sense may not be common to other people.
That's right. So back to here, do you want our children to be happy, strong, ready? So let's put together some comments here. Okay, because now we're starting 2021, right? So what would you do differently, right? Let's have a something like a resolution next year, right? And then type in the comments. We love the comments, and hope you are getting value from us, and give all your heart and all your okay. Wow, I think Jenna has prepared this very interesting quiz, right? So you can take a photo of this, okay, or later on we can put in the comments.
I think it's in the gift that we want to give to them.
Okay, can. So you just click on the link, right? Okay, can. So this is Janet, Facebook. So you can type Lord Janet, right? Then you can
Yeah.
go to your Facebook. Okay.
Oh, by the way, just now the quiz thing, I tried it myself, you know.
Oh, okay.
I feel that is quite accurate.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
when the result came out, I was like, that was really me. Yeah.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Mm.
So for she has also a lot of reading information of value onto another Facebook, which is ideas for reading. Okay, so you
Yeah.
type ideas for reading and then like her page so that you can get more information about reading with your child, right?
It's more of the related to reading. Yeah, reading to your child.
Okay, so me and Jenna has prepared this wonderful free gift, right? So this is the link. I also put it in the comments later. Okay, so this will give you a parenting skill checklist. So it's also a way that you see how you can be better by going through the 23 questions. Okay, and then you see maybe I'm actually not so good. Let's do it better. Okay, and then there's a link, right, that we can click to do that test that Jenna has said. To
Yeah,
give yourself
the little quiz on the parenting style. So this, I want to just give you a little tip about this 23 things, the skills, parenting skills checklist. It's actually a checklist. So this checklist actually can help you with how you can plan your goals. Just now in one of the earliest reflection, we say, what is your parenting goal moving forward in 2021? So when you take a look at this, when you check off the list, the 23 items, those things that you have not been doing, they can actually become your goal for 2021.
All right, that's great idea. Thank you, Jenna. Okay, so for me, I actually have to prepare parents for the 2021 with a child. So I have this 2-day course here. So this is to help you to know how to raise healthy, motivating children, strategies to better cooperation, helping your child to give more confidence, and also to do the study goals clearer in 2021 and giving you great examination tips. Okay, so for this Facebook Live, there's a special price. So I'm going to flash it. If you're interested, then you go to the link and sign up. That's all. Okay, so the price is $128. Okay, so you have a 2-day course, and just PM me for more information. Yeah. Okay, and this is the link, and you can get back to me using that link here. Yeah. So we have today is such a wonderful Facebook Live, and we'll have this as a monthly series. So I hope we'll give you more information usually at the beginning of the month, next month. And I'm so thankful for Janet for sharing such a insightful life with me.
Yeah. So basically, yes, there's nothing for me to promote except go to the link that Jasline is providing here to download the gifts that I put up, for you, so that you can just go along with whatever that we have discussed on the spectrum of the parenting style. Get a little bit more aware first. In order to be able to improve, I think we must be aware. If there are things that you don't know, then you can't do anything, right? So first be aware of what are the areas that's missing in your parenting strategies, and then that's where you can start to plan and improve your relationship and the impact it has on your children.
Right. Okay, so that's all for tonight. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and it is really a pleasure.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. To all of you, enjoy your holidays.
Okay, bye-bye. Good night.
Night.